Greetings, denizens of the tri-state area. Jacob Weil here.
And Blue Dragon 5.
And Dragon, I know what we're going to do today. That's right, with the revival of my favorite cartoon, Phineas and Ferb, officially upon us, Dragon and I are once again firing up the Recap-inator and discovering this series anew, and hopefully making new summer memories along the way. Today's episodes are The Bad Old Days and Mantis Fact. Yep. All right, so first up we got a little bit of misplaced jewelry and a trip to the old country. The Dragon, what are your thoughts on the bad old days?
I don't think you get to ask me that.
I know, but for posterity.
No, I mean, we didn't do it last episode.
Yeah, I know. That was more of a being in a hiatus for several months.
All right, okay. Yeah, I thought this one was. I loved our Doofenshmirtz plot on this one.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting seeing like Drusselstein and Gimmelshtump now back in a more modern day.
Yep.
Like, kind of a progressive kind of way.
Yeah.
And of course, I know you're a big fan of the Doofenshmirtz and Vanessa stuff.
Oh, always.
So this was a treat for you, I'm sure. At least the Doofenshmirtz side of things was.
Yeah.
And I got to agree, I really enjoyed Doofenshmirtz and Vanessa's interactions in this, and basically what Doof realized in this one too, which we'll get to. As for the Phineas and Ferb stuff,
well, it was despite being subterranean, it was not super deep.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah. We opened with a really great joke, though, for the Phineas and Ferb thing.
Yep, sorry. What was it? So that joke being, Dragon?
Bread Bowl Hot Tub.
Bread Bowl Hot Tub. Yep, see, there he is.
Yeah.
The man himself.
Yeah.
All right. Yep, they're trying it. And Phineas almost announces that they're going to make the Bread Bowl Hot Tub too.
I've asked Phineas and Ferb in person, what their Bread Bowl Hot Tub equivalent was.
Yep, and the thing is, when I saw Vincent and David, I actually brought that up.
Yeah,
that you asked them what their Bread Bowl hot tubs were.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did they remember?
I think David did. It was either David or Vincent did. One of them did.
Okay. Wait, did you tell about the podcast?
Yes.
Oh, you did. Did they recognize it?
I don't think so.
All right.
But yeah,
I tried. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
I know I definitely mentioned it to Olivia Olson.
Okay.
She wasn't there this time, but I did mention it to her before.
Yeah. Well, she knows better. She was scared away now.
Well, who knows? Maybe we can get Vincent and David in. And
she saw in the distance. Is that Irving? I gotta run. I gotta get out of here. It's Irving. It's Irving cosplaying. Oh God! There he is. He's got a podcast. Oh my God! I'll run.
Well, the funny thing is, when I saw Vincent and David, I was actually dressed as Weird Al.
Yeah.
So that was pretty interesting.
Yep. All right. Anyways, the episode.
Into the episode, yeah. So
they almost do the Bread Bowl hot tub, and then Linda ruins Buford's hopes and dreams.
Yep. Here lies Buford's hopes and dreams.
What a baby.
Yep.
So, clumsy Linda loses her ring, and Buford his day is ruined by this.
Aww. And Lawrence trying to fix it makes it worse.
Of course.
And so the boys check out the pipes underground and notice they have a lot more pipes than they should.
Yep, and some of them redacted.
Like, well, why could it possibly be redacted?
I don't know.
Well, we find it. Well, obviously we know why, because Perry. And what is Perry has won an all-expense paid trip. Like, he's dressed in a Hawaiian shirt in LA. Where did he win an all-expenses paid trip to, Dragon?
Druzelstein.
Yep. Yep.
Yep, specifically Gimmelshtump. He's getting all expense paid trip to Gimmelshtump.
Yep. Poor guy. He was all excited for this vacation.
Yeah.
But the Doofenshmirtz is going to be there as well.
Yeah, so Doofenshmirtz, he got a screaming goat delivery letter to Vanessa.
Is anyone else tired of the screaming goat?
I gotta be honest, it's wearing a little thin.
Yeah.
It's kind of popping up everywhere. I mean, mind you, I have like an annual thing with the screaming goat because I honestly have like 2 annual appointments with the screaming goat. Because they have Muppets Haunted Mansion, so we got a screaming goat.
Yeah.
They got the 2018 Grinch, screaming goat.
Yeah, it's kind of getting old.
Yeah, it's yeah, pretty much. And the fact that we brought it back, the second time we've done the screaming goat. We did once in live action. Well, I guess live action ish. Now we're doing it here.
Yep. At least the last time he just headbutts him and just brays normally.
Yeah.
So goat. It's a screaming goat mail aside. Doofenshmirtz Vanessa receives a piece of mail that it's time to go to Gimmelshtump to become a citizen.
Yeah, for dual citizenship.
Exactly.
Yep.
And Vanessa's like, well, think about that, Vanessa. It'd be good for you to talk to your roots. You might even come up with your own tragic backstory. So
that's the temptation.
Yep, and Vanessa goes more for the culture.
Yep. So you're getting in touch with the roots and potential for tragic backstory.
Yes. I figured she was being sarcastic with that one, though.
Our flag is trauma, Jacob.
Yeah, the doofus.
Nothing but mundane trauma.
Well, you like the mundane.
I do.
So.
All right, so the boys track the ring. Yeah, they have a tracker in the ring after the llama incident.
Yep. Do you know the explanation behind that one?
Remind me what the explanation is.
It's a reference to Milo Murphy's Law.
Oh, right. No, I thought it was a reference to the whole like Ferb thing we had a couple episodes back, but
no, specifically the llama incident is something that happens in Milo Murphy's Law.
Okay.
So.
Anyway, so they have a tracker in the ring. There's there's a maze of drains, including the redacted area. So they tunnel deep into the Earth's crust. They build, they build the drill. I love the drill. It looks great. Very nice build.
Especially with with the actual drill, like the teeth on the side of it.
Yeah.
It's one of their more mundane inventions. Because, excavators like that do kind of exist, or at least would be probably one of the more possible things that they actually made.
Well, it reminds me of Mole's vehicle from Atlantis, The Lost Empire.
Oh, how appropriate.
Well, yeah.
It's like, oh, what's his story? What is Mole's story, Dragon?
No, Jacob. I'm not telling you Mole's story. Somebody told me.
And you're telling me I don't want to know.
I'm telling you, you don't need to know. Back to the podcast.
Yep.
So, let's see. So again, Perry's won his trip. Now, by the way, after Perry has won his trip, and he's sent out, Candace stumbles in. She stumbles in. She falls down the chute, and she has like a sheet over her head, so she can't see. Monogram panics and tosses her into the tunnel system. With Jacob, do you know what time it is?
I think I do, Dragon.
It's Pretty Reboot time!
Wait. Wrong one. Sorry about that, folks.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So Monogram basically murdered Candace. Just now, we all saw it. If we cut the episode there, it's can't he just Mergans?
He dumped her down a hole.
He had no idea where it went, and he's just thinking, "Oh, she'll probably be fine." And here's the thing: look, if she's optimistically not dead, she's in the Andrew Stanton episode from Stranger Things season 2. She's Hopper in like the tunnel system in the Upside Down. That's where she's going right now. Okay, she's going to be in an experience possibly worse than death.
Oh boy!
And that's not far off from where she goes. She does go into a tunnel somewhere, and she's almost dismembered by mole people. Mole people!
Thankfully, no mind flayers or demogorgons.
Thank goodness.
Oh yeah. So she does. So she doesn't go to the Upside Down. She goes underground.
Yeah.
And the mole people tried to make her their queen.
Of course, when I hear mole people, I'm thinking of multiple things right now, as you probably guessed. Of course, first and foremost, with our Atlantis Connect. Mole!
Oh, yes. Mole. You disturb the dirt!
See, that's a rule you were born for, Jacob.
What do you mean by that?
I think you do the voice pretty well.
Oh, all right. Thank you. You disturb the dirt!
That's the thing. I know. I think you kind of play the whacked out kind of Frenchman pretty well.
Oh, thank you. I actually did study French in high school.
So. See, there you go. Anyway.
Obviously, I'm no Corey Burton, but still.
Oh God, no.
Because he's the one who voiced Mole, right?
I think so, but don't quote me. I think so. That sounds right. I'm pretty sure you're right. Then again, Corey Burton's like a chameleon, so it's kind of maybe if that is him, you'll have no way of knowing it's Corey Burton. You can only know by reputation. I heard that was Corey Burton. That's why.
And I know why it's Corey Burton, because it is Corey Burton.
There you go. See, that's the thing, but you can't tell though. That's my point.
Yep, he's just
that good.
That darn good.
Yeah. Anyway, so of course there's that Mole Man from Fantastic Four.
Yep, recently played by Paul Walter Hauser.
The wonderful Paul Walter Hauser.
Yep, Kirby. I think was his name Kirby, or am I mistaken?
What are you talking about?
I thought I heard. What was it? What was Mole Man's name in
Mr. Harvey? It's either Harvey Elder or Harvey. I think it's Elder Elderman. I think it's Harvey Elder.
Hey.
I could be wrong, but it's something Elder something is like built into his name. But yeah, it's that guy.
All right. I know it's Paul Walter Hauser, and his name is Mole. But
yeah, I'm just saying like the gag is like Mr. Fantastic calls him Mole Man just to put him in his place, kind of thing. Because Mole Man's got such an ego on him. He's just he's like stirring the pot.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, of course there's that, and then the other thing I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the Adam West gag from Johnny Bravo. Johnny, your mama was kidnapped by the mole people. We have to go to the golf course and dig her out.
Oh God!
They're digging at the golf course, and the idea being like, well, at some point we'll hit a skyscraper, and then we'll work our way down from there, Johnny.
Oh God!
Gold. Anyway,
and did it remind you of the Underdwellers at all?
They're not really mole people.
I know, but
anyway.
I know, but I was just saying underground, that kind of thing. I know it's a tenuous connection.
Sure.
It's a tenuous connection at best.
Tenuous indeed. So, point being, mole gags. Right. So the Candace turns down being queen of the mole people, which they don't take kindly to.
They do not take rejection well.
No. Actually, I'm trying to remember if the other thing I was thinking of too, because I think their name officially is Mole Men, but I'm trying to remember if it was like Atomic Men. I think it was Mole Men. The George Reeves movie, Superman movie they did, Superman versus the Mole Men. Pretty sure it was Mole Men. It's had like a really nice bit in there where basically Superman, like they have these angry mob, and Superman shows up telling the angry mob, these people, these creatures haven't these creatures haven't done you any harm, and two, they're possibly radioactive.
Superman and the Mole Men.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Yep.
All right, I got it. Okay, there's the mole men. That's the four mole people.
Apparently, it's the first DC
Mm-hmm.
first feature film based on a DC Comics character.
That's the one.
All right.
Yeah.
Retroactively, would you count the Captain Marvel ones, even though they're shorts, or even the Batman ones?
Well, technically, they're movie serials, so they don't count.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. We're talking like live action adaptation, and sure, I don't know if Kirk Allen's Superman predates them or not, but
I guess that makes sense. But
yeah. Fun fact: Kirk Allen has a cameo in a Superman movie.
Which one?
The first one. He's in the theatrical, but in the extended version, you get a little bit more of him. He's on the train. So when Clark Kent is kind of running home at super speed, he jumps in front of the train. He's running alongside the train. So in the train car, you actually have, in the extended version of that scene, you get to see a little bit more. In that car, you have young Lois Lane. Yeah, Lois Lane is a little girl, which I like that they cut that because of the age difference thing. But the point being, we have a young Lois Lane. Her mother, who was played by Noelle Neal, the original Lois Lane, and her father, played by Kirk Allen.
Oh, nice.
And there's some Freudian implications there if you overthink that.
All right.
Just the idea, it's like, when women often, the whole, I don't know if it's called the electric complex or not, they kind of like men that remind them of their fathers. Just saying, one Superman to another. I'm just throwing it out there.
Well, that is a known psychological fact.
Yeah.
Not just for girls.
Well, true. I mean, same thing. I'm just saying. I think I forget if it's called the electric complex for that one or not.
It is.
Well, there you go. I'm just saying the Oedipus complex and the electric complex. I'm just saying, take whatever name you want to associate.
I think the term is like, I think both of those terms and the whole thing is like kind of disputed. Like it's almost like dubious in terms of its reality.
All right, fine.
But let's get back to the episode before we bog it down with Freudian talk.
Okay, so what does the whole really mean, Jacob? I'm kidding. So,
oh God.
Okay, now we do actually have a really good reference. Actually, is on brand here. So Candace, after turning down being queen of old people, she finds the ring, but ends up breaking the drill.
Like, and Baljeet and caves themselves in. And
yeah.
Baljeet says, "Not it."
Okay, so real quick, we have like the sand people reference.
Yeah.
Like all the mole people get scattered away. Like I think they turn the lights on or something. They scare off the mole people. It says they'll come back in greater numbers.
Yep, you're right.
So Baljeet says not it, basically saying they're going to devolve to cannibalism.
Like, what? We're all thinking it.
And he doesn't want to be eaten.
Like, we're all thinking it.
Let's face it, Buford's first up. He's going to be eaten.
Probably.
The real question is, could they fight him off? Could they get him before he eats them? That's the real question.
Well, that's the question, isn't
Frankly, I think Phineas would impale Buford, and then they'd all chow down Buford. I think Phineas would be prepared.
Either that or Phineas would be the first to snap.
Sure.
I mean, remember how quickly he snapped when he wasn't able to build anything, and
that's the thing. I'm sure Phineas. Okay. Look, impale might be a little harsh. I'm just going with like the protruding shape.
I know, because of his nose. I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, remember Bully Bromance breakup? Phineas and Ferb were both quick to snap when they couldn't build anything.
Yeah, so surely, they'll be the ones that go crazy and make sure Buford gets eaten first.
And to a lesser extent, Summer belongs to you as well.
Yep.
So
then Candace is the is the second course.
Oh God.
Baljeet gets eaten last because he'll be the fear will kind of marinate him.
Oh God.
Anyway,
Yes, we're talking about which characters would eat who.
Yep. Well, then the last, of course, I guess. Second. Well, let me ask you this: do you think Phineas is going to eat Ferb before or after Baljeet?
He might be trying to save his brother for last. Who knows?
Let me ask you this: do you? I honestly, I think while Phineas is eating Baljeet, Ferb will take the opportunity to chow down on Phineas.
Oh God. This should be this is the gritty reboot.
Well, I'm so glad you asked, Jacob, because secretly this was remove gritty reboot time all along.
Exactly.
Woo! Surprise.
Yes.
Yeah. That's how we traumatize people. We don't advertise it. When some people are watching the video and they're just skipping to the gritty reboot, but they missed out.
Oh yeah.
So go back a few minutes, folks. Listen to the gritty reboot. Anyway,
because that's why they watch our show, for the gritty reboots.
Honestly, some of them I fear do.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yep. All right.
So anyway, Doof and Vanessa finally land in Gimmelshtump, and Doofenshmirtz is prepared to see it the way it was before. Except it's now a lot more modern.
Yep.
Like where it's actually clean. There's stalls, modern shops. It looks like a normal town now.
And he's preparing her for like the 3 trials so he can get citizenship in Jerusalem, and they're supposed to be like really grueling from way back in the olden days. Like you had to wrestle an animal, you had to do like a humiliating dance and there's a kickball thing. Anyway, so
and it turns out Doof himself never was officially a citizen
because his parents didn't show up to the ceremonial kickball portion, so he never officially got citizenship.
And let alone his birth.
Yep, they didn't show up for anything.
It's like not even. It's like you're despised when your parents don't even show up for you being born.
Yeah, they had better things to do, especially his mother.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Oh God.
He's like, oh, I've lost all this weight. Let's grab something to eat.
He's like, hey, who left this baby here?
Let's toss him to the ocelots. Let's see what happens.
Oh God.
We don't have daycare. Just give him to the ocelots.
Speaking of which, I wonder where the ocelots are now.
No, I don't think ocelots can play kickball. So I think
Otherwise he probably would have.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? Maybe the ocelot family's still alive.
Yeah, I mean it's possible.
Or at least maybe he has some brothers or sisters or something from the ocelots. Who knows?
Assuming Ferb didn't eat him, yeah.
All right then.
So, to Heinz's shock, the ceremony has been greatly, basically it's 85% less humiliating.
Yep, the wrestling a pig is now a little stuffed animal.
Wasn't it a petting zoo? It's like little adorable pig.
I think it was a stuffed pig.
All right, fine, stuffed pig.
Yep,
still cute.
Yep.
All right, so then we have the awesome lawn gnome dance, which is just we've turned just everyone's dressed like like Vanessa's. It's almost like a rave of some kind, but lawn gnome themed.
Yep, and Vanessa's just having the time of her life, and Doof is like, wait, this isn't supposed to happen. It's 85% less humiliating.
Every time we do the lawn gnome thing, I keep flashing back to Freakazoid and their failed lawn gnome pilot. Do you remember the failed lawn gnome pilot?
I do not remember the failed lawn gnome.
Oh my god, it was great. So in season 1, they did some random stuff to see what sticks, and one of them kind of in the format of Animaniacs, but more like random stuff that could never get approved on Animaniacs. One of them was basically it was this short. Again, so no Freakazoid characters are in this. It's kind of like the whole. I think it's Dick Danger. I think was the name of the other one. This is the lawn gnome one. It's another one. It was like a parody of like Johnny Quest.
And they were trying. So basically, it was
Dan Danger. It was probably Dan Danger.
So they were trying to do the variety show thing again.
Yeah. They after the first season, they had to abandon it because it was like the network note of some kind. Like we just want more stories. So
you can say they got A memo,
They got a memo.
but not a good one.
By the way, remember that thing I sent you when you were sick?
Yeah.
There's one on Freakazoid.
Ooh.
It's so good.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah. Did you finish Courage?
I'm like 3 hours in.
Okay, anyway.
Right.
So, where was I? Oh, right. Anyway, so the point being, in Freakazoid, you have this thing where you have the lawn gnomes. It's the original lawn gnomes, where they used to be like these little gnomes who caused mischief and everything, and they basically, they ticked off this guy. They ticked off like some Viking or something, and his says, "My brother's a wizard. He's gonna get even with you." And then the wizard basically, he's about to smite them, and then they begged for their lives, and they tried saying apologizing, and this is like, huh. Okay, I didn't see you guys apologize. No apologizing. That's news to us. And he basically said, "Okay, I'm going to give you guys a curse. Okay, if you guys learn to be polite and nicer and change your ways, you'll be cured. But in the meantime, the idea is that during the day they turn to lawn gnome statues. At night they live." There was a pilot, and that's the idea behind lawn gnomes. Lawn gnomes are actually sentient and living, but
Was it supposed to be like a parody of gargoyles?
What year did Gargoyles come out?
Let's see, gargoyles. 94.
Okay, well, you know what? Yes and no. I don't think it's possible, but here's the thing: we have a direct Gargoyles reference later on, so that one I think is more of a
Coincidence?
That one might be more of a coincidence. We have a literal episode where Freak is always kind of borrowing from Batman. He's perching on a gargoyle, and the gargoyle is just talking nonstop, and he offers him like a candy bar or something, so shut up.
Oh god.
So that one's more directly a gargoyle.
Yep.
Anyway,
seems that way.
Okay. Point being, anyway, so original lawn gnomes.
That's pretty funny.
Yep, so he's looking in the rule book like 85% less humiliating. Tragedy builds character.
And so he goes so wanting to relive the misery, he goes to his parents.
Of course, like anyone.
But as it turns out, in the news of Heinz's arrival, his parents went on vacation.
They ditched him intentionally, and they said, send our love to Vanessa, not to Heinz, but to Vanessa. I love they acknowledge the granddaughter, but not the son.
And even then, it kind of looks like they don't even care about Vanessa, because they would have stayed if that was the case.
Yeah, I mean they like her, but not that much.
Yeah, Dragon, you know what they do, right? They acknowledge her existence.
Yeah, look at that. That's Jacob's Valentine this year. Yeah, looks just like it. That'll be him. He'll be building a little stand saying, "I want your Valentines," and they'll have to cross it out saying, "Just acknowledge my existence, please. Somebody, even kick me." He'll walk around and wear a sign that's like on the back of it. It says, "Acknowledge my existence." He'll just write "kick me" on, because he knows that's the acknowledgement he'll get.
You really like kicking me while I'm down, don't you?
Well, I'm not the one who put the sign on you.
I meant metaphorically in this case.
I'm kicking you while you're standing up.
All right.
The sign told me to.
All right, fine.
Anyway.
So Doofenshmirtz tells Vanessa to go away because he feels the power ballad coming on.
I love that she was willing to stay with him until that.
Yep, and she was just like, "Oh, all right. See you later, Dad."
He really wants to be alone. All right.
Yep. And so Doofenshmirtz laments about the bad old days.
Yep.
Where he wishes things would go back to smelling like mayonnaise. Like the sad malaise, everything like that.
Yeah.
And so what does he do in response to all this, Dragon? What kind of inator does he build?
The downgrade-inator.
So basically reverting everything back to the way it was from his childhood.
Yep. So we have Perry versus Doof.
Yeah, a brief scuffle.
Yep, and then we have this really nice moment where we see, he sees that Vanessa needs him. She's at the kickball field, abandoned. And it's like, wait a minute, I'm not going to be like my parents. Barry the platypus, take me down there. My little girl needs me.
Yep, and Perry's more than happy to oblige. Like,
yeah,
it's yet another instance of Doofenshmirtz breaking the cycle.
And breaking his foot on that kickball.
Yep, but he did it for his daughter.
Yep.
And what's a little foot pain when it comes to doing the right thing for your daughter?
Right. So he ends up flooding it. He accidentally hits like the water supply, which turns into like a rickety old like a rickety old water tower, like the entire town's water supply, and it ends up like flooding the tunnels and saves the boys.
It goes down the town's bottomless pit.
Yes.
In hindsight,
yeah.
putting your whole town's water supply next to a bottomless pit probably wasn't the best idea.
No, it wasn't. So we have Lawrence anyway, so they end up back home, and like Lawrence is wearing the sink.
They should have hired a real plumber for that.
They should have.
I had my own plumbing issues recently.
Where's Mario when you need him?
I had my own plumbing issues recently.
Yeah?
Yep. Not going to really go into too many details, and it was...
Did you try Pepto-Bismol?
I'm not that kind of plumbing issues. I meant actual plumbing issues.
Oh, okay, well, you could have said that.
I was trying to say that the crisis was... I was trying to say that, I mean...
I thought you were being coy. I didn't think you were... Okay.
No, I was being literal. I had literal plumbing issues.
Okay.
That's what I said when I sent you that message yesterday. I was having plumbing.
I know. I thought it was a coded message.
No, it was a literal one.
I thought maybe. Okay, fine. So you had the Pepto, and then you had the plumbing issues. Gotcha.
Well. Long story short, I installed a bidet.
Hey, look at you! You got the French hello. Hey.
Yep. I installed one, and let's just say the building had old water lines, and I ended up having water leaking through my ceiling.
That's bad. That's pretty bad.
But it got fixed. So, long story short, it got fixed.
Well, because you were too good for toilet paper.
Pretty much.
Okay. He wants gravity to do the wiping for him, folks. Anyway, so.
I mean, hey, it works.
All right. Is it like the Japanese toilet?
I don't know. I think it's pretty similar.
That's how they make them now. They have like the fancy bidets, which would work like the Japanese toilets, where you hit the button and it has like different settings and stuff, apparently.
So, I mean, mine isn't as fancy as that. Mine's just like one you hook up to the water line.
Okay.
And just turn a knob.
Right, you have the drinking fountain version. Gotcha.
Pretty much.
Okay.
But don't actually drink it.
Well, yeah, don't drink it. I'm just saying, the bidet is an invention that dogs love. It's never been easier for a dog.
Yep. But yeah, let's just say I had like literal plumbing issues, which actually kind of ties to internal plumbing issues.
Yeah.
So technically you weren't entirely wrong, but you know what I mean.
Yep, there you go.
So the flooded water saves the boy, frees the kids and Candace from the underground, sending them up top, and the ring is found.
Yep, and Linda makes a lame ring joke,
and not even the kids laugh.
Yep,
not even a pity laugh.
Yep, that's what I call a tiki joke. So,
yep.
All right. So that brings us to the next episode,
which is Mantis fact.
No, you snap after the fact.
But he snapped during the fact.
Wait, really? Does he snap during the fact?
Sometimes, yeah, like Mantis fact.
Huh. Mantis fact.
I think that, I mean, it might be easier to do it that way for us, since.
Okay, well, regardless, point being, you snapped during the Mantis fact. So there you go.
So yeah, Mantis fact. So Dragon, what did you think of Mantis fact? Mantis fact.
I thought Mantis fact was I thought it was pretty funny. I thought our Doofenshmirtz plot. Okay, admittedly, our Doofenshmirtz plot is like I think it was kind of. I saw it coming a mile away, but it was pretty funny.
Yep. You know,
The bird thing won me over by the end, but it was a little touch and go. But it was okay.
I mean, the ending was kind of the very end of the episode is very out there.
I know we'll get there. We'll get there.
I know it's probably another GRT, isn't it?
I mean, probably.
All right. It's like so as the episode begins, Candace is just enjoying the sounds of the summer, only to hear Buford making loud, obnoxious noises, which is, normal for Buford.
Yeah. Do you remember what he says?
What exactly is it?
Cowabunga! Cowabunga!
That is hilarious.
So they're bird watching for the Mockmacaws.
Basically, rare birds that can camouflage themselves.
Yes, very inventively.
Yep, or basically can look like anything they want.
It's a cross between birds and chameleons,
which is a pretty neat idea.
Yeah.
So, Candace is like, "You're just bird watching? That's not bustable."
Then we reveal the Macaw Mansion, which is this giant birdhouse that really gives me a Woodstock's birdhouse from the Easter Beagle Charlie Brown vibes.
Yep, but Woodstock would love a place like that.
Oh yeah, he'd love this. But you remember that scene from Easter Beagle, right? It had like the fancy '70s pad.
Well, yeah, I remember that episode. I remember I picked that one for the best holiday special because there's really none left to choose.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I remember. That was like that's probably the best part of the episode.
Arbor Day's pretty funny though.
I don't think I've seen the Arbor Day one.
It's pretty funny.
What is it like? It's Arbor Day, Charlie Brown.
Well, that's what it's called.
Oh yeah. Well, everything is like it's X Charlie Brown.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because Charles Schultz didn't like the name Peanuts.
Yeah.
Any adaptation except for the Peanuts movie included the name Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
And that's your history lesson for Peanuts, folks.
Well, in recent years we've dropped the Charlie Brown, but it's still not just the Peanuts though.
Especially since they've started doing specials based on individual characters.
That's what I mean, like Welcome Home Franklin.
And did they do any based on Lucy, Linus, Sally, any of those?
Lucy, Sally, Peppermint Patty, and Marcy.
I wouldn't mind seeing those ones.
Well, those are good. Franklin's still the best though, but yeah, the rest of them are pretty good. A lot of Snoopy. There's a lot of Snoopy.
Well, I don't doubt the Snoopy one. He's the mascot.
Yeah.
So Candace missed the birdhouse. And he was like, "Funny, I noticed how none of the ladies in your family like to look up."
That was my favorite joke of the episode.
Because how true is that?
It's so freaking true. It's like the thing that runs in the Flynn Fletcher family. They just don't like looking up.
Don't look up. Apparently, they don't look up.
They love that movie,
even though it's not that good.
Yeah. No, unfortunately, it's not McKay's best, but still.
Yeah.
You see truth in that art, though. We don't look up.
Well, I mean, that's actually physically true. Humans are naturally inclined to not tilt their heads upwards.
Yeah.
Like they're not based on instinct. Humans are not designed to do that.
Yep.
So it's like, so what exactly is going on next with Doofenshmirtz?
Okay, so we got to talk about one of my favorite. It feels almost direct. So the fruit bowl communication device with Perry.
It's like here's the ring, opens the banana, like pulls out a banana, eats it, then answers an apple.
Okay, so this is very get smart ass. This is like one of the most get smart things they've ever done, and I just love it because there was a whole. So there's an episode Get Smart. It's a really good one. I forget if it's in season 1 or 3, but it's basically 86. Maxwell Smart and 99. They're on a mission. Now, mind you, we do this kind of stuff a few times with the fruit, but I'm just saying predominantly. There's this episode where they're going undercover. They're using Max's apartment, and he has to pretend to be 99's butler or valet, and he's like serving him dinner. And the idea is like this guy, they're trying to get him to take off his gloves. And he only takes off his gloves. Like he's a fancy rich guy, trying to take art gallery guy, trying to get him to take off his gloves so they can get his fingerprints so they can match him to the crime.
Okay.
And to do that, they've devised all these specially planned out things. Because there's like no record of his ID anywhere, like photo ID, license, or fingerprints, hair, nothing. So they have this whole thing prepared where it's like, okay, we need to try to get like a sample of his voice, sample of his fingerprints, and all this stuff. There's just this dinner with all these crazy contraptions that are just failing miserably at every turn. Like he serves soup, and in the soup there's a camera, but he can't finish the soup or else he's going to see the camera. So he takes like a bite of it, and there's like it's like, well, what flavor is this? Cream of Technicolor. Anyway, so after like maybe a spoonful or two, he then Max he quickly takes it away. Before the guy's clearly finished with it. The fruit thing is like they have all these listing devices built in, and we see the way we set it up was hilarious. We're in the control lab where they're it's like the Q scene in a Bond movie where it's like here are the gadgets we're going to use on the mission. And Max, every time he's in the lab, he always does something like this. Like the guy's demonstrating the fruit, and here we have the apple, which does this. The grapes are this, yada yada. Like there's a receiver here, and there's a microphone in the banana, and we see Max is eating the banana. He's eating the banana. He's just like, where's the microphone? In your stomach. That kind of stuff. The fruit, the espionage fruit gags are like, later on, like make sure you speak into the banana. that kind of stuff. I live for the Get Smart gag, so I love that.
And so this kind of really, really kind of was up your alley for that.
Yes, and he uses the pineapple. The pineapple's like a copter, the pineapple copter, which is great.
But not only that, it's like, Carl, how many people RSVP to my barbecue?
It's not a personal reflection on you, sir.
Poor Monogram didn't get anybody to RSVP to his barbecue.
Did you notice what Carl's apron said?
Kiss the Carl.
Kiss the Carl. Jacob?
Yep, I know. Dang it, Carl.
Dang it, Carl. Okay, well, Valentine's Day is around the corner. Maybe about a week or so around the corner.
Would take 2 weeks.
Yep. So I guess we should ask the question: which Carl deserves to wear Kiss the Carl, and which one does not?
Well, let's see. I know which one definitely. I know a couple that definitely don't deserve to wear it.
Who do not deserve to wear it?
From Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah, no, for sure. Pretty sure he's got scabies.
Yeah, that's probably generous.
Yep. Not so much Carl Moss. Not so much.
Like Fredrickson, probably in his younger days.
You know what? Old people are. I don't know. Carl Frazier, he's earned some cooking kisses.
Yeah, but then remember his last appearance is him going on a date.
Yeah, there you go. See, I think he's earned it. Carl Weezer.
Yeah, maybe.
I know we'd love it from Jimmy's mom.
Jimmy's mom.
Do you remember the Valentine? I forget if it was. Yeah, it was. Do you remember the Valentine's Day special Jimmy Neutron had?
Is that the one with the love potion, or is that?
That is the one with the love potion. Now, to be fair, I'm pretty sure it was Valentine's Day. I could be wrong. It could have just been a love potion, but I don't know. I think it might have been Valentine's Day. I think it was because like Hugh
Yeah.
was like trying to go out with Judy. So
Love Potion 976J.
yeah, I mean that's what it was, and that's what the center was. I think it also took place on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but it is Valentine's. It does take place on Valentine's Day,
Bingo.
or at least it takes place around Valentine's Day.
Anyway, but yeah, Carl's whole thing was he now I keep forgetting the look. Remember,
isn't this where the Jimmy's mom thing began?
That's the question. I think it did, but there is because before then there was Miss Fowl. We had a couple episodes where Carl kind of had it for Miss Fowl. Because we had there was the gag within the Professor Calamitous episode, Carl's starting to bring up, have you ever noticed Miss Fowl, like just in the right light? And then we kind of interrupt him all the time. And then like Professor Calamitous has a similar thought. Is Miss Fowl still a teacher there? Like, oh yeah, have you ever noticed in the right light? She looks kind of like, and this is done. Oh, well, we're the smarty pants. That kind of thing.
According to the wiki, this is the beginning of when Carl gets attracted to Judy.
There we go. However, remember episode 1 though. He, I mean, look, to be fair, no romantic sparks, but he was waving to her with his pants off. I'm just saying.
I still can't believe that they actually managed to make that a recurring gag where he had a crush on a older married woman.
Yep. Do you remember his Valentine, Jacob?
No, not exactly.
Oh my god, his Valentine was a heart-shaped cutout with a photo of him. The photo of him was him posed seductively with his shirt off.
Oh god.
With something like like something like romantic written on something.
Oh my god. I need to really rewatch Jimmy Neutron. That show was great.
Yes, you do.
That show was amazing.
Yeah.
I've seen the show enough times, but still.
Yep.
I mean, it's just that good.
Hey, what are we talking about again?
Carl.
All right. So also, I think Carl from Giant Bravo least kissable.
He would definitely try to wear the apron, though.
Yeah. Carl the Minion. I think he absolutely should wear that apron.
Yeah. And what about Combat Carl? He's a toy, so it wouldn't really fit.
Well, I mean, I think he. I mean, I don't think they make it small enough, but I think he kind of deserves it.
Cooking Carl.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
So yeah, as it turns out, Doofenshmirtz has a pretty good garden going on.
Yeah, but he's got a big problem.
Literally.
Yeah.
Very large praying mantises.
I love how this seats. I just love like Perry's just kind of showing up, and like I always love the camaraderie of like he's showing up and they're both kind of on the same side for a few moments here, where it's like, come here. And he gives him a lowdown. He gives him like the abbreviated evil, tragic backstory here.
Yeah, but he basically made the mantises grow, and now there's a whole army of them in his house.
And the reason he did it, stop the bugs in the garden.
Yeah, not a very well thought out plan.
Reminds me of another tangent, Jacob. Have a seat. This is going to be a while. So, Jacob, let me tell you about the Legend of Tarzan.
Well, good news, Dragon. I'm already sitting down.
Good. You didn't have that far to fall. Okay, so, Jacob.
And I might be familiar with the episode you're talking about.
Yeah, there's an episode of Legend of Tarzan where Jane, they're at the trading post and they find this flower, and it's a nice smelling flower, and basically she wants to plant it.
Is that the one that becomes toxic, right?
Well, it's not. It's kind of. I mean, it's not a central point. The point that I think you're thinking of a different one, Jacob. You're thinking of the flower saved everyone from a disease.
Oh yeah.
This one was the whole thing here was they introduced a nice smelling flower in kind of a stinky part of the jungle, and basically the flowers were inedible, and they grew. Basically, the flowers grew vines, and the vines, basically like the gorillas couldn't get to the leaves. The elephants, not that. The elephants couldn't eat the food because the vines grew all over the place and over the trees and everything. They couldn't grab any food. Right. So they created this problem, and then basically to eliminate the problem, it was one of those things where it's like, okay, well, we'll have something to eat the vines, and then something it attracted like eventually like there were there were snakes, there were spiders, they were basically they had like aphids. I think they started with aphids. They had aphids, and then I think it went to they need to eat the aphids. They have spiders, and of course, when there's spiders, and they eventually ended up with snakes. It was a whole thing. The point being is this whole like the never-ending solution to the ever-growing problem. Very much like the Ed, Edd and Eddy like infinite trades kind of thing,
Basically, like I think it's like fetch quest or something like that.
Yeah.
I think that's like its proper term.
Yeah, probably. I mean, this is not exactly the same thing, but it's kind of like the whole like it's one after another.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, yeah. So kind of similar to that, things kind of spun out of control. Now we have giant praying mantises, which does not the first time I've seen fighting giant praying mantises in animation. We've seen that in Critters, the Batman the animated or the new Batman Adventures episode.
Huh. Nice.
Yeah, where he's fighting the giant praying mantises.
I mean, yeah.
I did not know praying mantises could fly, but it makes sense now that I think about it.
Yep, and of course he's not giant, but we also know Mantis from Kung Fu Panda.
Also, Manny the Mantis from Bug's Life.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, so technically he could fly, but I never thought about it. Like, oh yeah, I guess he could fly.
And he knew better than to marry another female of his species.
Yeah, that's why he married the butterfly.
Yeah, because he didn't want to get his head eaten.
Yep, smart.
Which is thematically tied to this episode.
Yeah, it is.
Which we'll find out, which we'll discuss later.
There's also the wonderful Jonathan Harris played Manny.
That's the stack in Bug's Life is pretty stacked, actually.
Well, yeah. David Hyde Pierce, man.
Like David Hyde Pierce, like
Dennis Leary, Brad Garrett, Bonnie Hunt, A+ rated cast, my friend.
Like Flick's voice actor, what's his name?
Dave Foley.
Dave Foley, Kevin
Julie
Spacey.
Louis-Dreyfus, Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Richard Kind. Phyllis Diller.
And Joe Rampt.
And Hayden Panettiere.
Yep, a young one.
Yeah. She went on to Heroes.
And also Joe Rampt played Heimlich.
Of course, the star of that film. And John Ratzenberger just did not leave anyone out. Okay.
I'm a pretty butterfly.
One day, I'll grow into a beautiful butterfly. Oh, did I ever tell you the... I told Tiki this, I think it was on the podcast maybe once. At Pixar, when The Incredibles came out, this was the first time I think they at least... It might have happened a little bit before this, but Incredibles was like the big swirling success, and everyone was like kind of bummed out about it. Where when they said this from the studio that brought you Toy Story, Finding Nemo, and Monsters Inc., etc., listed all the movies except
Bug's Life.
And that really demoralized the Bug's Life crew, and that basically led to this whole like Bug's Life appreciation thing they did, where it was like an annual thing at Pixar where they basically did, they kind of had a party for Bug's Life, and they did a dramatic reading of the Bug's Life script with as much. I think Dave Foley was like doing a phone patch for him so he could read all his lines, but again they did it dramatically, and you had Joe Ranft doing the Heimlich the Caterpillar stuff, but as a drama.
That's hilarious.
One of these days, I'm going to be a beautiful butterfly.
It's like, so yeah.
Yep. Ooh, candy corn. Ooh.
And Pixar's next venture is coming out soon.
Yes, Hoppers.
Which we will discuss.
At length.
Now, because Dragon and I are both big fans of the creator's previous work. We Bear Bears.
We Bear Bears.
Oh, yeah. So, Dragon, what do you think of the actual Bird Mansion?
I mean, it's nice. The song itself, though, yeah, it's...
You don't really like when they you don't really like when they do the rap songs, do you?
I don't. It's hard for me. It's okay, but I'm not thrilled.
That's fair. Although they did sneak a subtle adult joke in there.
Which was?
Like when they said, like, whether you're a duck coming in because we don't discriminate.
Nice.
Yep. So subtle one, but
we don't give a Donald.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Doofenshmirtz has apparently been also reading up on mantises based on a book Vanessa gave him.
Yep, and he's just every time he excitedly is just spouting off mantis facts, which is just calling a lot of attention. He's saying it loudly with a snap, and it's like they're looking around, like, mantises can turn their heads 360, 180 degrees or 360.
Like a mantis fact. Yeah, so trying to be stealthy while also going mantis fact.
Yep, and it's basically the position's given away, and they run the Doofenshmirtz. And this I thought was such a funny joke. The idea that they can't eat him or kill him yet. They proposed to him, which I thought was hilarious. And Doofenshmirtz thinks like, "Hey, I've married in the power." In reality, it's like, again, of all these mantis facts,
he left out like one of the most defining mantis facts of all.
Yep, it's like Vigilante from Peacemaker. All these facts, and just the most basic ones he's not getting.
And until Perry literally hits him over with the book.
Mm-hmm.
And they eat their husbands.
Like every woman.
Yep, there we go. So yeah, Doofenshmirtz plans to use this new army to take over the Trice area, only to get almost get eaten by a bunch of praying mantises.
So he and Perry are teaming up, and he's trying to hit the reverse switch on his inator, but
unfortunately, he's not a very good aim.
No.
But Perry is a good aim.
Yep.
So
Doofenshmirtz continually shrinks himself, though.
Yep.
He would make the worst Ant-Man ever.
Oh, he'd be Mantis Man in this case, or Mantis.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do the.
Did you look in the Mant?
No.
Oh.
Actually, I noticed I remember the movie, right? And it's like.
Yeah, matinee,
right? But other than that, no.
All right.
Unfortunately, I have not.
Yeah, too busy sitting on your fancy bidet, I'm sure.
The bidet, I just got the bidet yesterday.
Well, fine, you're watching, you're sitting on yesterday. I don't know.
As in last night, because I was seeing a movie last night.
Yeah.
And so I came home, installed it, and then it ended up causing some water damage. So.
Yes.
Well, not me, because I did everything right, but you know what I mean.
Oh, sure, not you.
I mean, I'm being serious. It was like they had to tighten the water line because the pipes were faulty.
Yeah, that plumber has a family, Jacob, and you're making him his family eat cat food when you say stuff like that.
All right.
Okay, because he's gonna be out in his ear. Because what do you mean you can't install a bidet? That's the fanciest toilet we got. What's wrong with you? Get out of here! Give us back your license! I'm ripping off your stripes. Get out of here! You'll never work in plumbing again.
All right, Dragon. So the Mockmacaws make their way to their backyard.
Yes, and their shape-shifting their camouflage is uncanny.
Because they can look like almost anything and anyone.
And do kind of a parody imitation. These are like the ultimate birds.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want one as a pet, though.
Why, do you hate yourself that much?
Well, no, but I'm just saying I don't think I'd want a bird that can transform itself into anything.
Right. Well, any living thing.
Yeah. Well, it can transform itself into any non-living things too.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right, I guess. Well, yeah, it'd be difficult.
It turned into vases or vases, however you want to pronounce that. All right.
All right.
So, why don't you explain what happens next then?
Let's see. Anyways, the point being, Linda actually, she actually sees what's going on,
But it's a Mockmacaw. Two Mockmacaw.
which was a great gag, and I kind of saw like, I can't. It's gotta be. It's like yes, yes. There's the false hope.
Yep. And then one is right next to Isabella.
Mm-hmm.
Phineas
Isabel's been trying to get a photo of it the whole time, like a photo of it non-camouflaged.
Yep. The only time they've ever caught one on film was when it was
A
in
Sasquatch.
a blurry photo of a Sasquatch. So, is the Zapruder film really a Mockmacaw?
I guess so.
Oh, remember they also had the Zapruder film of Santa Claus too.
Yeah.
So, so who knows?
Anyway, so let's see. They end up mocking each other.
Yep.
When they mock each other, the macaws, they listen, they mirror it.
Which Isabella is right next to Isabella. Phineas is trying to get a picture of it, only for the shrink ray to hit the bird mansion.
Yep. Oh, by the way, real quick, I love they have this great joke when they're all mocking each other, like Phineas, like Buford's doing his impression of Phineas.
I'm Phineas. My head doesn't make any biological sense.
And then Phineas has this great line. Says, "It's like listening to a mirror," which is hilarious. I love that line.
Yep.
That's my favorite line from this segment.
I mean, this episode had a lot of good ones, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Surprisingly, for an episode like Mantis Fact.
So Doofenshmirtz gets eaten, by the way.
Yep. Like almost unambiguously.
Yeah, it's pretty much, again, kind of Hopper at the end of Bug's Life, kind of a fate that he's got right there.
If you think about it, Dragon, that's technically two different Hoppers we've brought up in this podcast.
That's true. Both Pixar.
Wait, what? Well, actually, we brought up three Hoppers.
What's the third one?
Like, Hopper's the movie.
Yeah.
Hopper from A Bug's Life.
Yeah.
And from Stranger Things.
Ah, yes, you're right. That's three Hoppers.
Yep.
Two of them Pixar.
Two of them are Pixar, yeah.
Mm.
So we've talked about three Hoppers this
I don't know about you. It feels like we need David Harbour in a Pixar movie.
Yeah, that would complete the trifecta, wouldn't it?
There you go.
Has he not been in a Pixar movie?
I'm pretty sure no, but there is a very slight chance he was a very obscure cameo. But I don't think, to my knowledge, no. I'm not counting anything like planes or anything. I mean, there's a chance they might have slotted him in there. I don't think he has been, no.
All right. Well,
I'd like to think I'd know he was in a Pixar movie, but I mean, I don't know. I really want to say with certainty he has not been in a Pixar film of any kind.
And I believe you.
Yeah. Anyway, so anyway, so the mansion shrinks to basically an average birdhouse size. Right as Phineas is taking the picture, and we reveal,
it disguised itself as Phineas,
which Isabel likes even more.
Yep, because it's a picture of Phineas with his arm around her.
Yeah.
And it's a bird.
Yep. So Linda comes into the yard. She sees a regularly sized birdhouse that the boys did. Says, "This deserves pie."
Which, of course, because everything deserves pie.
So Candace is like, "Well, same old, same old." She's doing the but then.
Paka!
Jacob, do you hear that ticking sound?
I think I do, Dragon.
It's gritty reboot time.
No cheers this time.
No.
Because we've already done it.
Yeah, that's true. GRT.
GRITTY.
Gritty reboot time. GRT, TTY, gritty time. So so we have a really creepy ending that does not need any help from us at all. It's like Candace is in a nightmare situation here. We have
Everybody,
everyone around her, including herself, they are all Mockmacaws, and she doesn't know what's real anymore. What's real?
and she had no idea that she was a Mockmacaw somehow.
Yep. It's like the Hardak. It's like his Silicon Soul episode of Batman. He finds out he's Hardak.
Oh god! But obviously more funny
Well, yeah.
because that episode is not funny.
No, episode. It's amazing though.
It is. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that. I'm saying that episode was not funny.
It's still just the whole no, I killed a man. What have I done? It's amazing.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, it's a great episode. It's one of the it's definitely a great episode.
All right, anyway,
but the thing this is decidedly funnier than that.
Oh, you're right. Far funny anyway. So, but still, though, Candace. So it's pretty gritty though. It's like everything we knew was a lie. It's a big universe change, status quo changer, and we have end question mark.
And then the ending tag is just Doofenshmirtz laying on the ground from the bad old days.
Now, I theorize the next episode, or at least again based on the whole Candace suit part 2, I think we are getting a continuation or something. Look, frankly, here's what I expect. I think our next episode, which sounds like it's going to be nightmare based, that'll be our connective tissue. So it'll be like we'll touch on it quickly and then we'll move on. That's what I think is going to happen. But alternatively, it could be a full on Candace suit situation. I don't know.
Or it could just simply be a random ending tag that they threw in for the sake of humor to freak people out.
It could, but they haven't really been doing that lately. I'm saying if the seasons of old, absolutely, I'd say it's just the gag. But now, based on that Candace suit, I'm not so sure.
And that Candace suit was still freaky though.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh god.
This reminds you of all the My Life's a Teenage Robot stuff too, because you have the Raggedy Android, but also I was reminded there's this puberty episode with her, which is also pretty creepy.
Yeah, we discussed the Raggedy Android ones last week when we did that episode.
Yeah, the puberty one too was like this. She turns like a giant hulking monster. It's turning red before there was turning red, man.
And literally in some cases, because turning red also featured a giant monster.
That's what I'm saying.
It is kind of strange though how May's red panda was just relatively normal sized, larger than a human, but still normal. But her mom was a kaiju sized red panda.
I still really think that was I hate when we do the kaiju thing too much, and that's not helping.
I mean, is there a better word to describe it, Dragon?
Well, no, I'm not saying it's a bad description, Jacob. I'm just saying we're doing giant kaijus in the third act too much.
Yeah, they need to be introduced at the very beginning.
Oh, just look. It's just I'm just saying, there's a time and place to do kaijus, and because of the questions you've just brought up of hey, why would she be that size? It makes by all accounts, it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, to be fair, it was kind of foreshadowed, though.
I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't set up, but it's why though?
Yeah, I know.
We need it for stakes, and even then, it's just feels when in doubt, make it a giant kaiju, because giant things are cool, and yes, giant things are cool. Megas XLR proved this every episode, but
you know why, Dragon?
Well, chicks dig giant robots.
Exactly.
That's giant robots, though.
I mean, giant robots versus kaiju. I mean, Guillermo del Toro understood that fact is also cool.
That's true. I'm not saying it's not cool. I'm just saying outside of the appropriate, it's a Godzilla thing or something really cool like Megas, or a robot fighting a giant kaiju. It's
or the greatest enemy of all, the BMV.
The DMV.
The DMV. It's called the BMV around where I live.
All right, well, just for the purposes of Megas, it's DMV.
All right, the DMV.
The very cathartic destroying the DMV. I had a DMV experience that made me want to destroy it, frankly.
I think everybody does, Dragon.
Yeah. Apparently, mail that's an advertisement doesn't count as an official document.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Everybody's dreamed about destroying the DMV at one point.
Yeah, you're just throwing all the letters in there, aren't you? But
yeah.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know where AMV came from, but I think I was thinking of like ATV, and I don't know.
Ask me anything.
Yes. AMA.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the episode.
Yep. I think my brain has stopped working at this point.
We'll call the plumber. It's okay.
I think both of our brains have stopped working at this point.
Sure.
And you're the one who brought up the plumber again. But basically, we can end the episode by once again ending with chicks dig giant robots.
Absolutely.
But do you know what
if there's one inalienable fact in this world, chicks dig giant robots.
But do you know what they don't dig? Giant mantises.
You're right.
So remember, chicks dig giant robots, not mantises. So
yeah.
I think we can end it. I think we can end this on that, and I think we've. What have we learned today, Dragon?
I think we've learned a lot of mantis facts.
Okay. All right. So thank you all for tuning in this week. Be sure to join us next week for the Recap-inator and Doof in Retrograde. Good night, everybody.